Let's move to the flower. You are shown three branches of the rose in figure 7.19a, B and C. Which one will help you to recognize the plant best? Now the first one is leafless branch. You can see this is leafless, there is no leaf. Second one has only the leaf, of course, and the third one has leaf and the flower. So which one, by which one you can say that okay, this is the name of the plant? By looking at the flowers. Yes. So we will be able to recognize the plant by looking at the flower the best. Okay. Now of course you can recognize with the leaves also, but when you see the flower it's very easy for everyone to recognize the plant. Now children, so today we are going to study about the flower flowers, which is very important part of the plant. Now which color did you see for the flower? What is the color of the flower? Is it pink? All the flowers are colorful. Have you ever seen flowers on grass, wheat, maize, mango or guava? Have you seen? Everything has flowers if you see. These small different colored flowers are there. Are these brightly colored? Let us study a few flowers. When choosing flowers, children, this is very important. Very important. Please mark it. When choosing flowers, avoid using marigold, chrysanthemum or sunflower. Why? Because they are not one flower. They are not single flower. They are group of flowers. Okay. When you see the marigold, Jendu, Gende ka phool, there's not many petals are there. So they are the groups of flowers. Sunflower, they are group of flowers. Similarly, chrysanthemum, they are groups of flowers. Whenever and wherever you see many, like so many petals together. So these three, especially these three are groups of flowers. Okay, so marigold, chrysanthemum and sunflower is not a single flower. They are the groups of flower which we study later. Let's move to activity number 10, children. We would require one bud and two fresh flowers each of any of the following. So you can take any flower: dhatura, China rose, mustard, brinjal, ladyfinger, gulmohar. China rose is just jaswant. You can take this jaswant flower. This is very easily available. So this flower you can take. Now you have to also you also need a blade, a glass slide or a sheet of a paper, a magnifying glass and water. Observe it carefully. Look at the prominent parts of the open flower. So now since you have a flower, so children, I'll remind you that after this, in this period you have to have a flower, and otherwise you won't be able to do this activity. So these beautiful petals, you can see the colorful petals. So they are called petals, and this green color covering, okay, by which a bird is covered, is called sepals. Okay, so now we know what are petals, what are sepals. We'll just read the definition and underline. These are the petals. Different flowers have petals of different colors. Where do you think the petals are in a closed bud? So it is inside the bud, it is protected. Which is the most prominent part? Which is the most prominent parts in a bud? Did you see that this part is made up of small leaf-like structure, and they are called sepals. The bud, the most prominent part of the bud is sepal. Okay, and these sepals are covering the petals. Okay, Take a flower and observe its petal and sepals. Now answer the following question. Now children, this is very very important. Are they joined together? Here the sepals are they joined or they are separate? So here they are separated. What are the color of the petals in and the sepals? So you have to write the color of the petal and the sepal. Then moving to how many petals does the flower have? So you have to count the petals. Here you can see, here you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here you have 5 sepals, right? Now, are they joined to one another or are separated? Do you think with joined sepals have petals? Do the flowers with joined sepals have petals that are separate or they are also joined together? You take an example of the Datura plant. There you will see the sepals are joined together, okay, and then you will have to see whether the petals are also joined together or not. So you just go and collect as many flowers you can collect with the sepals, of course, and then you start studying and observing it. Then you will get the answers of all this, okay. So fill the table based on the observation of the whole class. Add observations to this table from a field trip to a locality where there are plants in flowers with flowers. Fill last two columns later. So here children, you have to see nearby in your house whatever flowers you can get. To see the inner parts of the flowers clearly, you have to cut it open. Okay, we have to do the dissection. If its petals are joined, for example in Datura or the other bell-shaped flowers, any bell-shaped flower you will take, the petals are joined. That is why they are forming a bell shape. Okay, the petals have to be cut lengthwise and spread it, okay, and spread out so that the inner parts can be seen clearly. So it is better you take the jaswant flower, okay, that is China rose we also say. So here name of the flower, this table has to be filled by you and leave these last two columns, okay children.